Alrighty, howdy neighbors and welcome back to the Devine Speaker. Last time, we talked to Nox for a little bit and then we found a dead body. And here we are with the dead body, saying hey girl, and investigating, inspecting, saying all that good stuff. I feel like we should talk about the earring first. Under the layers of filth and grime, I noticed something shiny. It reflected the sunlight and glimmered.
Leos, give me a knife.
He handed me one, no questions asked. I used it to quickly scoop out a small shiny object. It was an earring.
Huh? This is...
I thought back to last night. An abandoned earring and a necklace. It looks similar, but was it the same? Maybe it's not worth bringing up right now.
What is it?
an earring. It might prove useful later, so...
Feeling disgusted, I picked it up between my fingertips and put it in my pocket. Remind me to burn these trousers later. Although gave me slightly dubious looks, but didn't question me. Let's look at the jaw.
How would you completely snap a jaw off?
Anyway, I try to explain it's gonna incriminate me. No, but wouldn't it be easy to do? Because it's not like connected. It's more like a muscle tissue holding it together.
Why don't we find out?
He pulled a dagger from his thigh and pointed at the body.
What are you doing?
I'm looking closer. Idiot.
He pushed the flesh and skin out of the way of his blade to further expose the skull.
It's... broken?
No. No, you snap it with nothing.
Oof, broken is an understatement. It's been knocked completely out of its socket.
Sockets, my bad.
They must have taken quite a bashing to the face. Sounds painful.
Part of the bone was cracked, with gaps and missing parts. Only something powerful could have done this. Leos continued poking around with one of his knives.
A few missing teeth, too. They must have been knocked out, assuming they weren't already missing.
Do you think they bit off more than they could chew?
I will kill you here and now, sign.
Shut up.
Thank you.
I don't think you should joke about the deceased.
Leos wiped the dagger across the overgrown weeds before placing it back by his thigh.
And that's one option, then. A blow against the head and they bled out, but why the rest of the injuries?
It's... so horrific.
Where is the arm?
Then... let's determine whether the arm was ripped off here or beforehand.
If anyone would know, it'd be Leos.
It won't hurt to quickly check the area.
Would an animal have taken it?
Do animals usually take arms?
Some would.
Let's just do a quick double check.
Go on, then.
What about you?
Me? I'm not gonna waste my time searching for an arm. I'll keep checking here while you guys are gone. Finally, some peace and quiet.
Valid. How rude, but valid.
Are you two coming?
Sounds more fun than waiting around with Leos.
Yeah, I'll come too.
We checked around the general area but found nothing. There wasn't even any sign of blood. I guess Leos was right about saying that the murder didn't happen here.
There's nothing around.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Let's go let Leos know. At least we can rule out the murder happening here.
We walked back the way we came. I felt almost relieved when we didn't find the missing arm. I don't have the best experience with arms.
Did you find anything?
Leos looked up from where he was positioned next to the body, an edge of smugness in his eyes.
No.
Not even a drop of blood.
Well, this body's old. For all we know, they were killed here, and the weather's washed away the evidence. On the other hand, they could have been moved here after. Personally, I think they were brought here. Whoever tortured them took their time, and they enjoyed it. Better to do that somewhere private.
The shattered bones are probably important.
What could have shattered all of these bones?
A few bones stuck out, cracked or shattered. Something broke them, but what?
This is too gruesome. Who would do something like this to someone?
People do nasty stuff, man.
I don't know.
Combined with the other injuries, it just doesn't make sense. Unless they were being injured for enjoyment.
Leos frowned, frustrated.
Something heavy could have been dropped on them. Or someone jumped on them? I'm not sure.
It's possible. I don't think we'll be able to guess. We'd have to talk to the person that did it to get any further insight.
All of that, and we still don't know how they died?
All we can do is guess.
So, we know that the killer is awful, but apart from that...
Warning, if you want to keep whatever's in your stomach, I'd look away.
What? Why?
I warned you.
But then Leos flipped the body over, and the stench worsened tenfold. I coughed and sputtered. Fawn and Sign covered their faces and turned away.
What? What are you doing?
He ignored me and examined the newly exposed areas of the body. I stopped coughing, I held my breath, and approached again.
Wait. What's this?
Now the head wasn't leaning over. You could see that the clothing around their neck was covered in bloodstains.
Whew.
Who?
Yeah, there's blood around the neck. But why?
Vampires! I've been saying vampires! Leos continued searching over the body, but found nothing else of interest. He stood up from where he was crouched on the ground and stretched.
Well, that's all we're gonna find out. It's about time we got out of here.
How could we both learn a lot and nothing at all?
Me in school, dude.
Pretty easily, it seems. I'll be glad to escape the smell at least.
Quickly we went back the way we came, and away from the body. Part of me wished we could give them proper burial, but we didn't have the time. Now then, where to investigate next?
One thing left to investigate. I feel like we've been searching a lot, and we have so little to show for it. So many loose threads. We've seen and heard all kinds of things, but none of it fits together.
We continued walking through the street almost absentmindedly. There were still other things to investigate, but...
Don't you have somewhere to be? Aren't you bored of following us around yet?
What? Are you talking to me? Bored? How could I be bored in this situation? A murderer on the loose? Handfuls of hot guys? A mystery to solve? This is the most fun I've had in months!
Yes, this is thrilling.
Why don't you run along home and let the adults do the real work, huh? I'm sure Mommy and Daddy are waiting for you.
Oh, there's definitely a few daddies
No!
at home, but this is much more fun.
I hate it here.
You still haven't told us much about yourself, you know?
What do you want to know?
Just give it to us quickly.
Oh, you're embarrassing me, putting me on the spot like this. Let's see. My name's Sign, and I'm a gorgeous, sexy, mysterious detective who travels the land solving crimes and winning the hearts of men.
Yeah. It's not working on me.
Okay, well, some of it's true. I'm not really that interesting, honestly. I'm just Sign.
Okay, but Sign who does what and comes from where?
Sign who, more often than not, just does as he's told by his family and pretends to be a good boy. Let me have my fun just this once.
Didn't you say you were meant to return home yesterday? Will you be in trouble? Perhaps it's better if you return now, after all.
Look at his face.
They'll survive. Or they'll kneel over dead at the thought of their perfect golden child wandering the streets of Oxabor with disagreeable people.
Oh no.
Disagreeable? You should count yourself lucky to be in my presence.
We're all very lucky to be in your presence.
Hey, I never said I agreed with them. In fact, you disagreeable guys are just my type.
The three bickered and laughed, fooling around with each other lightheartedly. Despite what Fawn and Leo said about Sign, they were already getting along pretty well, even if they refused to admit it. I walked behind them quietly. I wanted to join in, to get to know them better, to have fun, but I couldn't.
Hey, guys, I'm really scared. I'm trying to be strong like the rest of you, but I'm not. I don't want to be scared or weak. I keep thinking of the worst possible outcomes, like, will I also be found dead in the middle of nowhere weeks from now? Is that my fate?
Well, I'm controlling this narrative, so probably.
No matter how hard I try to keep my head held high, I want to curl into a ball and cry. It's only just hitting me what could happen.
Rain, you know, everyone's scared. I'm scared, and so are Leos and Sign, even if they don't want to admit it.
Right between their faces, Vaughn, who had quickly become something like my best friend. Leos, who I got off on the wrong foot with, but now he seemed to want to help me. And Sign, who's a bitch, who I barely knew, but had already gone out of his way to help me time and time again. None of them were laughing or smiling anymore. They were scared for me too.
Do you want to run away?
We can't.
Yeah.
But you still won't, will you?
I can't. I tried.
Of course not. I told Nox I'd help him, and I have every intention of seeing it through. One way or another.
There's your strength, then.
What?
He's right, you know. You are an idiot. But your heart's in the right place.
Thanks.
Everyone gets scared. The weak people are the ones that won't admit it.
Being a little scared will keep you on your toes. Just make sure to watch your footing.
You're not alone in this. We can do it together.
Oh, count me in. What's this, some kind of friendship pact? How cute.
You scared the crap out of me. I'm so sorry for hitting the mic. Oh, god damn it. Not again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? No, just no. Leave. We're not in the mood to deal with you.
I love Leos.
How cold. Leos, how could you treat me like this after all we've been through together? After all I've done for you?
I just realized there's a dolphin pendant. That's nice.
All you've done for... What, you mean annoy and harass me? Trust me, if I wasn't babysitting these three, I would have already taken you out.
Ooh, to dinner? My, what a flirt. And I see you've picked up another stray, except, well, this stray looks awfully domesticated.
Even a domesticated animal can be known to kill. Sign.
Sign held out his hand to be shook, but the green-haired man quickly brought it to his mouth and left a small kiss on top.
My apologies, it seems I've underestimated you. I wouldn't want to offend the great sign of...
Well, no offense taken. Yet. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name.
Although they spoke pleasantly, there was an iciness to both of their tones, as if they were trying to one-up each other.
Oxabor is no place to be throwing your name around, as some of you may be aware. I think it's best I keep it to myself, for survival's sake.
What do you know?
Oh, I'm just a traveler. I know nothing.
Oh, really? Because it sounds like you know more than you're letting on. Why are you visiting Oxabor, huh? It's not exactly prime vacation material.
What do you mean? What's not to love about the scent of death and despair? Unless you have any other suggestions of place I could visit. I hear Sid KM is pretty nice around this time of year. Sign.
I'd think you'd find it enjoyable no matter when you went. But my, I'd think a man like you would be far too busy to waste time talking to us. Don't you have somewhere else to be?
Oh, you're right. I wouldn't want to miss my appointment. It seems Varys and I will take our leave then.
The bird fluttered its small wings from the man's shoulders.
Don't miss me too much while I'm gone.
I won't. The man turned to leave, disappearing down a small alleyway.
Wait here for a second. I'll be right back.
Quickly, I ran after the man, leaving the others behind. I could see him up ahead, casually strolling through the muck-filled alley.
Hey, wait up!
Oh, well, isn't this a surprise? A puppy found its way to me.
Puppy.
I I just wanted to say, you should be careful. I don't know if you know, but people
have been turning up dead. That's nothing new. It's been happening for, well, more years than you can count.
Oh, wow.
If you practice a little restraint, it's not dangerous. You know, the basic things. Don't give your name, don't meet up with strange people in the middle of the night.
Yeah, we kind of fucked up.
Some people just don't have it in them, though. They just want to jump headfirst into danger without thinking up a plan. You wouldn't know anyone like that, would you?
The man leaned down into my face with a serious expression.
Really, you're in no position to be giving out warnings. Your chances of survival are already slim. Actually, I have a few tips for you.
Tips?
When it comes down to it, keep him talking. Don't get into a fight you have no chance of winning. You might be alone, so you can't depend on your friends. Secondly, never take your eyes off him. If you falter for even a moment, you will die. Lastly, good luck. You're gonna need it.
What are you talking about? Do you know who...
It's time for me to leave. Don't follow me again. Go back to your friends. I'm sure they're already missing you.
He turned around the corner and was gone. They were oddly specific tips. Sounded like he knows I'm in danger. Keep my eyes on him and keep talking. Stay strong, Rain. It won't come to that. I turned back and left the alleyway to rejoin the group. They were still where I left them, standing in the growing darkness.
Sorry I ran off like that. I just wanted to warn him about what's been going on.
Oh, Leos is mad. I'm sorry.
He didn't need it, did he?
No. It seems like he knows exactly what's been happening here.
I get the feeling that you guys aren't exactly on good terms.
That's an understatement.
This is the third time we've met with him. He acts like he knows nothing, but I think he's actually really smart.
He carries a bird around on his shoulder and visits places like this for fun. He's about as smart as a slice of cheese.
Ooh, what kind of cheese are we talking here?
Sign, shut up.
Well, that's not really the point here.
I mean, does the type matter? Can any type of cheese even be smart?
Well, that depends, because some have, like, fungi in them. Like, blue cheeses and stuff have, like, different kind of fungi. And fungi are, like, naturally smart. They're some of, like, the smartest plants. So, I mean, it depends.
Just drop the cheese thing. It was a mistake.
I think cheese is just cheese, right?
You know what? I hate all of it. Stop talking about cheese.
Nah, I know you love us secretly. A burning passion for Rain, motherly love for Fawn, and for me. You hate that you love me so much?
I envy people that have never had to make your acquaintance.
He doesn't deny any of it.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend that you don't exist, so why don't you find someone else to annoy now,
You're such a bully. It's just lucky that I find that attractive in a man. Oh, but then again...
Sign came up behind me and wrapped his arms around my waist.
Someone innocent like Rain is the most fun.
What? This isn't really the time for...
A second later, Fawn picked Sign up by the collar and dragged him off me.
Rain's right. Now isn't the time. Nor is any other time good for that sort of thing from you.
Damn. Leo smirked at Fawn, but didn't comment.
Okay, no need to be jealous. All you have to do is ask if you want my attention.
I don't.
Way to break a man's heart. Fine, I'll just direct all of my attention to Rain from now on.
Why don't you direct your attention towards something more useful? Pick up a hobby or something.
Oh, you might be onto something there. I have a feeling that Rain would make a very good hobby. There's enough of him to share, don't worry. Oh, I don't mind having half each.
What?
No one's sharing him. Stop making decisions by yourself.
I'm kidding. Of course Rain will make the right decision, right?
He looked at me for confirmation, smiling.
Right.
As fun as this petty squabble over Rain's affection is, we need to come up with a plan. It's already getting dark, and we're not going to be able to search anymore here today.
It's hard enough finding our way around in the light.
So we have one option, really. Go back to Knox's manor for the night.
I think we have a few questions to ask him anyway.
I feel like I already did.
There's a few things that just don't line up. I'm sure if we ask, he'll help us work it out.
Yeah, I hope so. But I'm not holding my breath.
The streets and alleys were barely lit and scarily dark. Each step we took toward Knox's mansion filled me with more unease. My legs felt like they were filled with lead. Should we just turn back? No, now we've come this far. Cold wind blew dead leaves past us, as if leading us back to Knox's manor. We approached the large gate, which was slightly ajar. His windows were dark, same as the previous night. Does he ever light any candles, or does he just exist in the darkness? I knocked on the door lightly, and it swung open.
What is it?
I don't have the best experience with doors being left unlocked.
That's oddly specific.
Hello? Knox? Are you home?
My voice echoed through the dark room. No answer.
Maybe he's out.
We should check, right?
No! I stepped in the unlit entryway first, and the other three followed behind me.
Oh, I found these earlier too.
I heard Sign fumbling with something before a candle lit up the room.
Here you go, Rain. Hold this.
Oh, sure.
He handed me a candle and I took the lead. The entryway was no different to how it looked the previous night, but something felt wrong and different. Without Knox, it seemed hollow, lonely, forgotten. My mouth felt dry when I tried to swallow.
Hello? Knox? Are you home?
Are you home?
Let's search some of the rooms. He might still be around.
You don't think anything happened to him, do you?
Knoxy, Knox! Where are you?
I'm sure calling him that's really gonna make him want to talk to us. Thank you, Sign.
You stop yelling like that.
Why?
What do you mean, why? It's annoying and you're too noisy.
No one else is complaining about it. I think you're just being mean.
They're just too polite to tell you to shut up. Mouseboy, it's annoying, right? Come on, back me up here.
He didn't respond. We opened the door that led further into the house. Still no sign of Knox. Each step echoed through the room. The only sound apart from my heart that beat loudly in my ears. In this dark, empty house, time felt like it stretched on forever. In that infinite time, I had a thought. Someone as important as Knox. Why wouldn't he have a house filled with maids or servants? But no, he just lives here alone. I wonder how long his parents have been gone for. We continued further into the silent house. The flickering candlelight left the walls covered in dark shapes, moving in time to the flame. Last night, we didn't have a chance to look around or explore because we died. The first level alone was bigger than the orphanage I grew up in. I wonder how big it truly is. The next one we pushed into let out a loud, low groan. Dust swirled around us as we made our way inside.
What? You finally done yelling?
Dots. He was oddly silent too.
Thank the gods he's finally quiet. If he kept going at that pace, his jaw would have fallen off.
I saw a candle up in front of me. We finally saw the room that we entered. Dust covered every surface, and cobwebs hung from every corner. Some expensive-looking furniture lay discarded around the room, but most were covered in white sheets.
What's this?
A large portrait took up most of one of the walls, but it was covered up. I reached out to touch the sheet, found that it was also coated in dust. It was obviously been covered for a long time. With a foreboding feeling in my chest, I rested my hand against the dusty white sheet. One look couldn't hurt. Naturally, I pulled the sheet away from the wall.
It's...
A portrait. A woman with dark hair, tied back neatly on top of her head. Her face is serious, a perfect model for painting. A tall man stood beside her, no hint of a smile. A neat beard with short cropped hair. He stared straight through me. In front of them, a young child with black hair and glasses. He looked just as serious as the other two, but his eyes gave him away. He looked sad beyond words. Every stroke looked masterful, perfect painting. If such a thing was possible, whoever painted this was talented. The colors were mellow and the mood seemed almost somber. But it was still beautiful. A sad beauty, like the last sign of autumn before winter. And this must be Knox and his parents. Not thinking, I raised my hand to touch the portrait. The surface is bumpy against my fingertips.
Are you seeing this? This must be Knox many years ago.
Dots. I turn around, holding my candle out in front of me. The room is empty apart from me.
Guys, that's not funny. Come on out. Guys?
I searched the room desperately, but no one responded to my calls. Cold sweat ran down my back, gluing my shirt down almost instantly. My heartbeat picked up, echoing through my head. Okay. It's okay. You must be close by, right? There's nowhere to go after all. We just got a little split up. It's not the first time that's happened. I clutched my fist tighter around the candle. Yeah, I'm fine. In the distance, a dog barked noisily. I was back toward the door I came through previously, the door that led further into the house. Should I wait here, go back, keep searching? What would Leos do in this situation? Be smart, Rain. This is no time to panic. I walked back to the door I came from, resting my fingertips to the cold handle. The reasonable thing to do would be to go back and look for the others. They're probably looking for me anyway. I pushed the door open and peered into the room that I just left. It was empty. Oh! Hi, Knox. Not here, where? I hate it. I don't know why. So I hate it so much. Back in the entryway. It was itchy for me, so I better go back. I came close to my body. I started back the way I came. Yeah, think about it. When was the last time I saw them? I really managed to wander off by myself. It doesn't seem possible. They were right behind me. Down the hall, a door was slightly ajar. I almost could believe it when I noticed an orange glow coming from inside.
Leos? Fawn? Sign? Is that you?
Slowly appeared through the doorway. The source of light was a candle, sitting on a round table in the center of the room. It was so dark and hard to see far into the room, though. I hate the eyes. I want them gone. Okay. Woo! This is where we had a bad ending. Oh, no. Oh, the vampire man. It's fine. It's all fine. Swallowing my fear, I pushed the door open and entered the room. Tiptoeing, I approached the table. And I actually think this would be a good spot to end the episode, because I don't know what's supposed to come next. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.